Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This is Fanique and I'm Fanique, and today I'm giving you guys a little life update. It's been a while. I haven't really been on YouTube, so I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on what's been going on with me so we can level set and prepare to have the most fun year together. So let's get into it. Okay, jumping right into the things and being super comfy on the couch because it's just me and you. Let's talk life update. So I'm going to start with my fibroid tumors. I think that's one of my biggest stories that I've had on my YouTube channel and something I've shared a lot about. So I do still have fibroid tumors. I checked them back, I want to say in October, November, around that time period. To be honest, it's really hard to get an appointment with my doctor. And I have a new doctor, not the one who did my surgery. And she's great. My new doctor is so much better. And she's just great. But she's harder to get into because everybody feels that way about her. And so, you know, I haven't been able to get in and check them as often as I have in the past, but I'm going to get back to doing that. I think I'll check them again in maybe March or April. But as far as my fibroid tumors, I have 4 now. I have them all under 1 centimeter, and my doctor has said she does not want to touch them. She doesn't want to do anything with them. How do I feel about it? It's such an exhausting journey. And I'm focusing on my overall health going into the new year, getting to my goal weight before I'm 40, and I'll be 37 January 29th. I think I've mentioned on this channel before that I'm considering freezing my eggs. I'm not sure about the kids, okay? Can't be sure. There are people who have them, they love them, adore them. There are people who have them and like, you know? So I don't know about the kids, but I do want the options to have them with the right partner. I'm definitely more so of a, you need to have a certain type of partner to have kids type of person. So I'm considering freezing my eggs. If I do, I will share that on the channel. No need to ask me a million times across all my socials or anything like that. If I do freeze my eggs, I'm going to take you on the journey with me and be extremely transparent because I think it's a part of my like women's health story that I've been sharing online so far. There's many other things in my life I'm not sharing, like any kind of like relationships, any kind of like probably marriage and actual kids. Probably would never share that. I just think when you invite people into your business, they think they belong there, and there's certain places I know people don't belong in, so I'm not even going to bother to invite them. So for me, my whole perspective on this situation is just that I want to share those fertility things, those things that really, really affect women. You know, my channel is for the girls. And so this is about like you as a woman. And so I think talking about my fibroids, talking about my myomectomy, these are things that really are personal to women and very specific to women. And I don't think relationships and children are only affect women. I think men are also involved in those things if you date men. But I don't think the other stuff really is relevant to this channel. This is really about me and you. And those 2 things will really be about me. So, you know, that's why I would share those 2 things. So that's where we are there. Moving on. If you are new here, welcome. But if you're not, things look a little different if you've been watching my content over the last, I don't know, 6 to 8 months. Because I sold my condo. So from the time I was 30 up until last year, I owned a condo in Chicago. And it was cute. I had blue walls and a white couch, and it was great. But I moved. I sold my condo, decided to rent for the next, probably going into 2028. And just, you know, got out of my condo situation very happily. I was very unhappy there in a lot of ways. I was just not happy in the space. You change your space to change your energy. You change the things you're around, the people you're around, all of that kind of stuff. So I wanted to do that. And I did. I sold my condo. And also just with HOAs going up and up and up and up, it just made more sense. So I sold my condo, best decision I could have ever made. Massive change in my energy. I definitely feel better. I definitely am in a different headspace. I'm looking at life very differently now, very happy. And ways I'm looking at it differently, like what's next? Like really taking myself out of like off of the I feel like sometimes we create a ceiling in our life for us in addition to all the ones that are out there. And so I think moving out of that place really opened my mind up and, just got me in much better energy, much better vibes, much better space, much better place. Yeah, so life is much better. I no longer live where I used to live. I still live in Chicago, but I'm glad to be gone. Some other life things that have happened is back in a few years ago, my grandmother passed. I can't even tell you the years. Like the years have been crazy for me. But my grandmother passed. And then less than a year later, my mother passed. And then I've also had some other family members pass over the last several years, like 3 or so years. And so it's been a crazy time in my life, in my family life. And I just want to use this time to kind of reset my energy and my space and my life and my mindset. So I've done that over the last few months, really kind of figuring out what do I want to share with people on YouTube and like on my blog, Chic and Chocolate, and like on my Instagram and my TikTok and Snapchat. I even got back on Snapchat, y'all, but you got to thank Nick and Alandria for that one because Nick and Alandria got me on Snapchat. But like, where do I want to be and who do I want to be and what does that look like? So yeah, like things are different, things are changing. Expect consistent content. I'm very excited about it. My career is still the same. I'm still a professional digital marketing person, 12 years this year, and still teaching as of last summer, probably this summer too. And so, yeah, I still teach digital marketing across a bunch of universities as well. When it comes to the wellness piece, I definitely also want to say that I'm still taking my vitamins. I'm still trying to get into a new routine. Like moving has changed my routine. More about my health and wellness. I do have a few things written down, so I'm just going to read down the topics and kind of talk to them. So I'm on the cusp of my goal weight. I have a goal weight that I want to reach by the end of this year. I would prefer to reach it by the end of Q1, which may be a little drastic, so I don't know about that. But by the end of Q1 of 2026, I'd love to reach it. And then work towards creating healthy life habits that maintain it. So when I moved, I kind of fell off of doing Pilates 4 times a week and kind of fell off from my usual routine. So getting back into that in this first month and really in this first quarter of the year, I really want to get back into my 4 times a week Pilates, going to the gym 3 times a week, 10,000 steps, which means I'm walking for an hour every single day, Sunday through Saturday, Monday through Sunday. We're walking with our weighted vest. So that's still something that I'm working towards getting back into routinely. I had that routine kind of pretty down packed in 2024. 2025, crazy times, like just with the moving and like I moved into the building I live in now, and then I moved again into a bigger unit. And because I just needed the space, like the other place was too small. So that's kind of put me off balance with so much moving, and I'm very much a routine person. I love a routine. I'm still on my vitamins. I've talked about this in the past. Right now, I'm taking a liquid vitamin D K2. I've been doing that for several years because vitamin D really matters when you have fibroid tumors. Definitely fell off doing that for a while. I plan to get my fibroids checked in the first half of the year once I've kind of got my routine back in balance. Got back on losing weight. Since January is my birth month, I'm outside. Like I'm trying to have a good time. Like I'm trying to have a piece of cake, but I'm trying to like enjoy what I'm eating and things like that. So creating the consistent habits that I want to have, I don't, like everyone else, start exactly on January 1st. Like I'm doing everything, but I start more so like right after my birthday. And I start a little bit in January, but I go harder in February because I want to have a nice birthday, guys, you know? But as far as the vitamins go, I'm taking the Hum Detox vitamin pretty much every day. I'm taking the vitamin D3 with K2, which is a liquid. And I'm taking a B12. I take like 3 B12s. at night, I've had a lot of issues with sleeping. Like I feel like I don't get enough sleep, you know? And I'm team 8 hours. I'm team 7 to 9 hours if you can. I do have an Aura ring that I love, which helps me track my sleep and helps me track my steps. That's literally what I use it for. If you're getting one, don't recommend you try to use it for activity tracking because it doesn't do a great job with that. But love that, and I'm tracking my sleep. So I started taking magnesium glycinate to help me sleep at night, and I'll take it maybe an hour before I want to go to sleep, and I try to stop eating 2 or more hours before it's time for me to go to sleep because I find that's my greatest, like, you know, benefits to sleeping. So yeah, that's my vibe. And pretty much that's the story. That's the life update. It's very quick, very easy. My life's not too crazy. It's not too nuts. The moving was probably the biggest thing for everyone around me. And selling my condo was probably the biggest thing this year for everyone who like, oh my God, you sold your condo and you moved? Yeah. Yeah. That's probably the biggest thing. So for me, you know, it's been the best thing. Life's good. So expect to see me every single week on Sundays, dropping a video. And if I miss it, you're going to get it on a Wednesday. But I'm dropping videos every Sunday. Stay tuned. I have a lot of fun things planned for the new year. This first quarter, I'm super excited. I have a lot of videos that I plan to put out, some travel vlogs I plan to share with you all that I'm very excited about. And I'm just very excited for where we go next. I spent all of 2025 really putting systems in place to create a level of consistency and a level of just vision for where I want This Is Finique to go and what I want to share and how I want to help my community be their best selves and encourage and inspire everyone around me. So I am very excited for what's to come. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, please. And don't forget to like this video and click that reminder bell so you get the reminders every video, and stay tuned on here and all my socials, and look for the shorts on YouTube and all the FaceTime like vibing on TikTok. And yeah, let's go.